The 2026 Mercedes-Benz SLR129 is the kind of car that doesn't just appear on the road, it owns it. A nameplate with deep roots in the world of high-performance grand tourers, returns with a modern identity, combining retro inspiration from the original R129 SL with cutting-edge engineering. Today, we're diving deep into every detail of this machine, because it deserves a closer look from front bumper to rear diffuser, and everything in between. This is Change Up Cars, and this is the story of a legend reborn. At first sight, the SLR129 shows a profile that's unmistakably classic but unmistakably 2026. Mercedes took the long nose, short-tail proportions that made the R129 iconic and wrapped them in a sculpted shell of lightweight aluminum and carbon-reinforced panels. The front end extends like a spear, with a stretched hood lined by two heat extraction vents that resemble the signature gills of the old SLR McLaren. The Panamericana grille sits lower and wider than ever, filled with vertical chrome, blades that sweep downwards like fangs, gripping the asphalt. The headlights are extremely thin, almost blade-shaped, and they use Mercedes' latest ultra-pixel LED matrix system, capable of drawing symbols and guidance patterns directly onto the pavement. Air intakes on both sides are not just for show, they're functional channels feeding the intercoolers and brake cooling ducts. And just below that, a carbon fiber front splitter actively adjusts its angle at high speeds, adding downforce when the car needs it most. From the side, the SLR129 silhouette tells you everything about its purpose. A long sweeping shoulder line flows from the headlights to the taillights like a single, uninterrupted brushstroke. The doors retain a wide, road-hugging design, but they also include a subtle nod to the past: chrome-trimmed air extractors. Just behind the front wheels, a modern reinterpretation of the R129 side design. You'll also notice that the roofline sits slightly lower compared to Mercedes' other GT cars. That's because the SLR129 uses a new, compact folding hardtop that tucks away in just 8 seconds, making it one of the fastest operating convertible roofs in its class. The rear is all about muscular elegance. Slim 3D LED taillights stretch across a contoured tail, and a carbon fiber diffuser houses quad titanium exhaust tips with active flaps. A deployable wing rises automatically above 75 mm, but it can also flip up at a steeper angle during heavy braking, acting like an air brake. The entire stance of the SLR129 radiates confidence. Wide, planted and ready to pounce. Moving inside, the 2026 SLR129 blends old-school craftsmanship with futuristic technology in a way few cars can manage. Mercedes intentionally avoided turning it into a tablet-filled spaceship. Instead, the cabin wraps around the driver with a low seating position, a thick leather-wrapped steering wheel, and a symmetrical dashboard that resembles the layout of the early SL Roadsters. The upholstery is hand-stitched Napa leather, and you can feel the quality in every touchpoint, from the aluminum climate knobs to the knurled metal on the start switch. The center console is angled slightly toward the driver, fitted with physical controls for drive modes, suspension settings, and exhaust management. Mercedes borrowed design cues from the SLR McLaren's layout but modernized them with haptic feedback for a more tactile experience. The primary display is a floating 13-inch high-resolution panel, but it's not the focus. The real emphasis is on the 12.3-inch digital cluster that can switch between classic, analog-style dials, full-screen navigation, or a racing telemetry layout. Sound inside the cabin is handled by a 3D Burmester diamond surround system with 28 speakers, including 2 integrated into the headrests. But the real soundtrack comes from the engine, a hand-built power plant that brings a Mercedes AMG heritage to life. Under the hood, the 2026 SLR129 runs a 4.0-liter AMG twin-turbo V8, but this is not the same configuration used in the GT63S or C63 models. This one has been tuned exclusively for the SLR platform, producing 705 horsepower and 750 lb-ft of torque. Combined with the new electric boost system, which fills turbo lag with an instant 85 additional horsepower of electric assist. The total system response is brutally quick. The car launches from 0 to 60 in just 2.9 seconds and clears the quarter mile in 10.6 seconds. Top speed is electronically limited to 210 mph, and the car feels stable even near that threshold, thanks to its active aero system and carbon-reinforced body shell. Handling is where the SLR129 truly surprises people. Mercedes wanted this to be a driver's GT, not just a straight-line missile. So they engineered a new multi-link rear suspension with adaptive hydraulic dampers that constantly read the road surface. The steering is incredibly precise for a GT car, with variable ratio assistance that tightens as speed increases. You can feel the front end bite into corners with confidence, but the rear wheels contribute to rotation thanks to rear wheel steering. In tight city streets, the car feels shorter. On a racetrack, it feels sharper, allowing quick turn-ins with almost no understeer. Braking comes from massive carbon ceramic discs with 6-piston calipers in the front, delivering fade-free stopping power even after repeated high-speed runs. The regenerative braking system adds battery charge during deceleration, but remains nearly unnoticeable, blending seamlessly with the mechanical brakes. The SLR129 isn't just about raw performance, it's also about comfort and everyday usability. Drive modes range from Comfort to Sport Plus, with each mode adjusting suspension, throttle mapping, transmission behavior, and exhaust tuning. In Comfort mode, the car feels tame, easy, even relaxing. The cabin is well insulated, the ride smooth, and the steering lighter. But the moment you switch to Sport or Race mode, everything tightens. The exhaust opens, the suspension firms up, and the car transforms from a luxury cruiser into a focused driving weapon. As for fuel efficiency, the mild hybrid system helps keep consumption reasonable for a car with over 700 horsepower. You can expect around 22 mpg combined, though real-world driving mostly depends on how heavy your right foot is. Now let's talk about pricing. The 2026 Mercedes-Benz SLR129 starts at $245,000, which places it squarely between Mercedes' own AMG GT Black Series and the entry-level McLaren GT. But the SLR129 is more than just another luxury performance car. It's a heritage piece, a fusion of classic cell roadster DNA and modern AMG engineering. Fully optioned models can reach up to $295,000, especially with carbon fiber trim packages, ceramic brake upgrades, exclusive paint finishes, and custom interior configurations. Is it worth the price? For buyers who want a car that combines timeless design with explosive performance, absolutely. The SLR129 gives you the luxury and comfort of a Mercedes, the attitude of a Super GT, and the emotional presence of a car with decades of history behind it. It's the kind of car you don't just drive. You experience it. You connect with it. And for many people, that's something money can't easily buy. The 2026 Mercedes-Benz SLR129 stands as one of the boldest entries into the modern luxury GT world. It delivers the drama, the elegance, and the performance that fans have been waiting for. Whether you're cruising down long stretches of highway or carving up winding mountain roads, this machine feels alive, responsive, and unmistakably special. And that's why the SLR129 isn't just a car, it's the return of a legend, crafted for a new era and ready to take its place as one of the defining grand tourers of our time.